Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our 16th Annual Arpa International Film Festival. We're celebrating 16 years. Tonight, we're going to be presenting a wonderful film called Abstraction, written, directed, and produced by Prince Bagdasarian. I hope that you will come back for the rest of the weekend to our festival, because we offer a wonderful series of films all day tomorrow with beautiful music video series, wonderful shorts, wonderful documentaries, and tomorrow's centerpiece film will be The Power of Few, produced by Roy Courtlian, starring Christopher Walken. Sunday offers wonderful documentaries and other shorts again, and Sunday night is our awards night. We're honoring veteran actor, I think he's been over some 80 films, Sid Haig, who will be here Sunday night. He gets the Lifetime Achievement Award.
So I just wanted to run through some key films for the next 2 days. And this is not an exhaustive list, just a few key films that, while programming, we thought we'd mention. So, like Sylvia said, tomorrow we have a full roster of films, starting at about 1 o'clock with He Who Invented All and Figure of Armen. We have a music video program where we have music videos from Russia, Japan, Denmark, India, and Canada. We have a very socially relevant documentary program at 5:30. With Not Anymore, A Story of Revolution, which is a story about what is happening. It's actually a documentary about what is happening in Syria today. Right after that is Heal America, where an Armenian-American young writer is following Ted Hayes, legendary activist, throughout his journey. We'll close off tomorrow night at 9:45 and 10:30 with great shorts programs. And on Sunday, we have our 5-year anniversary of My Big Fat Armenian Family, which most of you know about, written and directed by Several Hanyan, Arpa alumnus and jury member for this year, and like Sylvia mentioned, a breakthrough filmmaker recipient. And again, closing night tomorrow at 7:30 with Mask, and we'll have our award ceremony then. And stick around for after the film. We'll have a Q&A with the actors and Prince Bagdasarian. Thank you so much and enjoy. So Prince, writing this, directing this, I mean, tell us about how the concept came about, and you know, a little bit about the creative development process of it.
Well, I came up with I wanted to make a film about a femme fatale kind of character, about a strong female lead, and ultimately I came up with this idea about this girl who pretty much takes these two naive guys and puts them into these predicaments, and this whole scenario she creates around this whole heist, and ultimately it's for her to take the pain herself, and she's in it with Jacob, Ken DeVitian's character, and I want to make some strong kind of neo-noir kind of type of film, and I came up with this idea with my co-producer, and then we expanded the story, and then before we knew it, it was a huge epic that we were thinking if we could even handle or not, but we did. So
there are, I'm sure, a lot of young filmmakers, trying to start out, and a big question for young producers and filmmakers is financing. So if you're comfortable, maybe speaking a little bit about how you were able to get the financing and actually making this thing happen.
I maxed out all my credit cards. I'm just kidding. I wish I had that much credit cards. The thing is, if you want something done, you have to kind of gotta do it. We took it upon ourselves, Richard and I, to pretty much self-finance in a way, and we had some angel investors on board. We also did an online fundraiser, which was a failure, but it kickstarted us. So, and we used some of those funds to shoot some of the things. But it was mainly, me and him and some angel investors who came in and didn't really want anything in return. They just wanted for us to make a movie, and maybe hopefully the next one will be bigger and they'll be involved with that too. And indie filmmakers, if whatever you got, resources, it doesn't matter what you have, just take whatever you have. I know there's some guys in here who shot films on their little dad's camcorder, and it doesn't matter. It's a good film. It's a good film. If you have a good story, that's all that matters.
Why don't we open it up? Anybody from the audience have any questions for anybody up here?
What was the budget?
The budget was $200,000, not $2 million.
Well, let's talk about this, really young and talented cast. How did the cast get involved?
Well, I'll let Richard tell you about that.
Well, obviously we held a casting for it, but particularly, well, our process when we sat down with the top, people who auditioned is how well trained they were. We looked at their training and their critics, of course, and then not only we had them come back, we also we did the scenes extensively, and then we brought them back, and we did a table read, and then we knew that when I was working with Karina and Hunter on the table read, Natalie was there also. I just felt that we just had something really good.
How did you guys, you read this material, and what attracted you to this piece?
I love the character. She had many different dynamics. For me, a very meaty role for me to play. And I could identify in certain ways
Okay.
with her. And I brought a lot of myself to the character to bring it alive. And
when I first read the script, just really loved the story. I just thought it was a really interesting story. It was well put together, and I want to do quality work. So Prince had everything laid out, all the details and the cameras he was shooting on, and locations, and his information, and couldn't miss it.
Thank you very much. When I read the script, when I finally got the part and booked it, and I started reading the script, just the ambition that Prince had was amazing. I knew I was going to be really excited to play this kind of wound up dickhead, sorry, that I was. I usually don't play those parts, so I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys.
So I just wanted to get naked on screen. Just kidding.
I want to see you naked.
Delete the scene.
But no, seriously, I loved the layers, and I've never done an action film before, and I'm just feel so lucky and I'm so blessed to be a part of this, because it was a really, really good script, and just kind of boasts all these twists and turns, and is not the typical comedies that I normally do. So thank you.
He called me and said, hey, we've got this part for this kid. There's a shootout out of the guns. So I was down, and he said that he was looking for another actor too. He was looking for a name, and I happened to know Eric. I thought maybe Eric would do that, and I thought maybe that would help him raise some money, probably cost him some money instead. But that was it. It was in there.
You cost me money, man. A lot of money. You just wanted to start with Eric.
But it was
Thank
awesome.
you. Yeah, good performance.
Thanks. Yeah. It's an awesome film.
What? They offered me a love scene with a female.
I think making shooting an indie film, a lot of people think that you can't attach the proper cast that you kind of dream about, and it's not about really money and everything. It's just about dedication, and an example would be Karina, for example. Everybody here did something on their part. Karina came in with 7 pages of notes for her character originally during her audition. She didn't even have to do an audition for me. I just looked at those 7 pages of notes, and it was something I didn't even have for my character that I created. same thing with Ken, you know, we expanded, we talked about the story, and we talked about the character, of course, in addition to the lovemaking scene, he wanted to extend, he wanted more beat for that character and more substance. And the Armenian side of us came out, you know, ultimately in that. But, you know, and there was a lot of, you know, things that some of these actors did for Abstraction that they haven't done before, you know. Natalie, James, you know, Hunter, and Mono, you know, I mean, even Mono in Star Trek, you know, he's sci-fi or non-sci-fi, but it's a completely different thing for him. You know, so I appreciate you guys doing that hard work, and, you know, it's shows on screen, and the awards we've won so far are definitely, you know, it shines a light on that.